Hi, Year 11. I realize that some of you need some more help on how to write a report or how to write a script. Both of these are options that you could be asked to write on your Paper 1 exam, although I don't think you will be, but let's get prepared anyway. Now, if you are asked to write a report for a newspaper or a magazine, they're just kind of trying to trick you. It's the exact same thing as writing an article, so don't worry about that. However, if you're asked to write a report for a person, such as a head teacher, or for a group of people, such as the governors, you need to format it like this, and it's a different type of writing than an article. So your exam question could look like something that you see on top of the screen. Write a report for your school's governing body that explores the implications of removing the requirement for school uniforms. And I've underlined the key words for you, so you know your form is a report, your audience are the governors, and your purpose is to explore. The topic is getting rid of school uniforms, which I know some of you would quite like. So, to write a question like that, your answer for a question like that, this is how it's going to look on the page. First, you're going to have a title, and it's going to use the exam question. Then your name, and use the word by and then your name. Prepared for, and then your audience. Using this example, it'd be the governors. Then you write the date, so just put the date of the exam. Then you have an abstract, underline the word abstract, and then you write a paragraph about how you found your information. Now all of this you're making up, of course, but think about how you would prepare a report for the governors. You would want to talk to students, and you would want to talk to parents. Now how would you do that? Suggestions. Perhaps you sent around a form and had all of the form groups fill out a survey. Perhaps you surveyed parents. Maybe you used the VLE to do that. Maybe you've also talked to teachers and have had discussions with teachers. Any of those would work. Then you want to have 3 more sections of your report. You're going to come up with the 3 things that you have found from your information. I'm going to show you in a minute, so don't panic. And then you finally have a conclusion, and you separate all of these paragraphs like you see on the screen. So, for example, now this was an example from last year, a report investigating the effects of the current sixth form facilities at our school. This was before we had our brilliant new sixth form center built. Okay, so you see the student's name that I've made up, who it's prepared for, and the date, and then the abstract. Current facilities for sixth form students at Slough Grammar School only include a study area. Many students feel that there is a need for a common area and kitchen. In order to investigate this matter, students, teachers, and parents were questioned. Students in years 12 and 13 completed questionnaires, etc. Now, all of this we've made up, okay? But we thought about how you would go about asking students and then what they would think, and that goes in the abstract. Now, your first section could be on your first finding, that is. We thought that if we had a new sixth form center, like we're lucky enough to have now, that perhaps students would work more. So we'd have an improved rate of students being on task. So this is what we came up with for the paragraph for that. When surveyed, year 13 students were pleased with the new study area of the school. However, one student mentioned a common complaint. There's not a location in the school for students to relax. Students are currently allocated frees, but there's no place for them to go. Another local school has a common area for students. Its results are 7% higher than SGS's. Now, this is totally made up. We have no idea what this is. This is not true. But what you will notice, even though I'm making up the information, I'm still writing with a variety of sentence styles, and I'm still using a variety of devices. So for example, we've got a use of a colon there, okay? We have the use of a statistic. So you use your trappers no matter which form of writing you're asked to write. Right. What if you get asked to write a script? Now, I think this is very unlikely. However, in the 2012 exam, not for our exam board, but for another one, students were asked this question. Write a script for a radio program for teenagers explaining who your role models are. So just in case you get asked to write a script, let's have a look at what you would do. Well, you've all studied drama in Key Stage 3 and some of you in Key Stage 4, and this is how you would set it out. You would have the person who's speaking and then what they say, and then you would have a script for the conversation. Now, it's a radio program. They might ask you to write a script for a television program. It would be the same thing, so don't worry about that. You have your audience, and then you have the purpose. So I've made this up today, and you can probably see where some of the names come from. So I've started, whoops, sorry about that. I've started off with the host of the show. Okay, and this person says, welcome to this edition of Teen Radio. I'm your host, Diana Murray, and today we welcome Jonathan Afrawi, who is here to speak about his role models. Welcome, Jonathan. Thank you, Diana. Who are your role models, Jonathan? Well, one of my role models is my friend, Tracy Gontiati. Okay, and so on. The rest of the script would mostly be this person explaining who his role models are. And just like you would do in any other type of writing, you would need to add in statistics or personal anecdotes, rhetorical questions, triads, all of those trappers. But this is the format of the script. Okay? You might want to spend some time today practicing answering how you would answer this question. So just in case you get it on your exam, you'll feel more confident in writing your answer. Great. That's it. Good luck. You're on the road to success. We've prepared you and we know you're going to do well. Best of luck on your exam, Year 11.